just in time for the start of the race.
Two things are for sure when the Kuskokwim 300 sled dog race begins each January. The state's best mushers will come to race on the river, and the Kusko will throw curveballs to guarantee an unpredictable race. In 2023, 21 of the top mushers from the Kuskokwim and all across Alaska came to Bethel for the 44th Kuskokwim 300. And the first curveball was set to arrive at the race start. After a few frigid weeks, a dramatic warm-up threatens snow, rain, and temperatures reaching the mid-30s, leaving mushers to wonder if they'll be finishing on ice or in deep overflow. 3 past Kusko champions and 2 Iditarod champions, plus a rising star in 19-year-old Jason Pavla and a dominant sprint racer in Jackie Larson.
Also bib number 20 from right here in Bethel, Nate DeHaan.
As the race moved upriver past Kalskag and around the Whitefish Lake Loop to the halfway point in Aniak, the mushers met windblown and drifted trails. Defending champion Pete Kaiser was first to the halfway checkpoint. For the middle section, teams often leapfrog one another as they split up their 6 hours of discretionary rest. With 150 miles under their belts, a few questions came to the fore. Could Eddie Burke Jr., fresh off his Connect 200 win, knock off the local champs? Is Matt Failer's team ready to make a move? And just how strong are Pete Kaiser and Richie Deal's dog teams? Jessica Kleka was the first musher to leave the Aniak checkpoint, opting to rest her team further down the trail. Nate DeHaan was a last-second entry into this year's race. He was driving a team of dogs assembled from Pete Kaiser, Richie Deal, and his old friendly dog farm kennel. The race picture was coming into view, and thankfully, the trails firmed up as the course moved back down the Kuskokwim and allowed for faster runs in the next chapter of the race downriver. And at that point, Kaiser was in the lead, but his race win was not locked up yet. He needed to outlast the surging 2019 winner Matt Failer, who was only 8 minutes behind going into the final 50-mile run. And it was Kaiser who was the first musher to leave the Tuluksak checkpoint early Sunday morning after taking a mandatory 4-hour break. Kaiser ultimately held off Failer for the win in a rare daytime finish. Kaiser's race time of 41 hours and 56 minutes was the slowest winning time of the Kuskokwim 300 on the traditional race course in 15 years.
I don't know, I just try to adjust to the race, at where we're at in the race and where the competition's at and what, I don't know, I guess it's kind of hard to explain, but I'm just trying to put myself in the best position we can be in, kind of regardless of the trail conditions. But at those slow speeds, everyone's just kind of going as fast as they can go, even though it's very slow. So on a fast trail, you're usually trying to slow them down. On a trail like that, you're just trying to go whatever speed you can maintain.
Matt Failer finished 10 minutes behind Kaiser.
We saved a little bit in the tank on the way up. That maybe helped us pass a few teams on the way down, but it's hard to beat Pete. You know, you have to have the only time we ever beat Pete was having a lead at Tuluksak. So when you don't have a lead on Pete at Tuluksak, it's pretty difficult.
Eddie Burke Jr. jumped up 9 places over his 12th place performance last year to finish in 3rd place for the Alaska Wild Style Racing Kennel. Salcha musher Jacob Whitcup arrived in an impressive 4th place finish in his first ever K300. Only 11 minutes separated the 5th through 8th positions as Richie Deal, Will Rhodes, Jeffrey Dieter, and Dave Turner raced hard through the final minutes of their K300 campaigns. The worst of the warm-up was avoided this year, but some mushers arrived into Bethel with rain showers coming down onto slick ice. Sim Smith finished in 9th place. Jessica Kleka rounded out the top 10 with her second top 10 performance. Jason Pavla scratched from the K300 at the Tuluksak checkpoint. The Kwiatluk musher fell on the ice near Kalskag and injured his shoulder, forcing him to end his race early Sunday. Twila Elhart scratched late Sunday from her first K300. For 44 years, the Kuskokwim 300 has shown off the best sled dog racing across challenging terrain and through checkpoints with the best hospitality. 2023 was another classic K300.